Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So this video is going to be about Bitcoin long-term pure speculation. I mean, this is going to be not even a prediction. This is just a speculation. And I would say the odds for this to happen are like 60-40. So it is not a big percentage. It is not like super likely for it to happen, but I think it's worth pointing it out. And if anything, it's going to be a tutorial on the Elliott Wave theory. So before I start, if you go into Google and you just type here Elliott Wave theory, you're going to get a few links. So if we open the first one from the Wikipedia, you can read through this article if you want to know more about it. This video is going to be somehow basic, not super basic, but I'm not going to go into a lot of details, so you can read through this article if you want. I haven't read through this article, but this is a worldwide theory, so any web page is probably going to explain the same or something very similar. But if we open this picture here, you can see how the Elliott wave works. So we have first 5 impulsive legs up. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have an ABC correction. Here is ABC corrective wave. So this would be 3 time frames. This is the longer time frame. We can see only the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then ABC correction. If we go into a smaller time frame, we see that we have the same, but and a smaller. So what it would be the 1, 2 in the bigger time frame, in a smaller time frame is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ABC correction, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then ABC correction, and then the third time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then after we completed the 3 waves up, which in the smaller time frame would be 9, right? Because we have 3 waves up in the bigger time frame, but then we have this repeated 3 times, so 3 times 3 it's like 9. And then we get the same in the other side, but inverse. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a bearish trend, and then the ABC bullish, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish. And if we go into an even smaller time frame, we see the same thing repeating here, smaller in each one of these little waves. But it's the same thing made smaller for smaller time frames. So I hope this is clear, because this is something that is happening with Bitcoin right now, as I'm about to show you. So if we go back to the Bitcoin versus US dollar chart, this is the one with candles, but so this would be the big picture. But if we go into a smaller time frame, for example, the daily candles, we can see here how this is already happening. So if we use the 125 Elliott impulsive wave, we see here we had already a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make this thinner and maybe blue. There you go. Okay, so and after this we had the ABC correction. This is Elliott corrective wave. So we had A, B, C correction. Okay, and after that we have the next 1 to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we can expect from here is an ABC correction. ABC correction, so something like that. A, B, C correction. I think it's gonna go down here, something like that. And then if we expect a third wave up, we would be looking at something like this: 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then after that the last ABC correction. So A, B, C correction, something like that. Okay, and then from here the price is going to have to decide if the cycle is complete. Then we would be getting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but in a bearish movement going down. Now in the Elliott wave theory, I'm not sure if this is here in the Wikipedia article. I'm not sure, I didn't read through this article, but I know this theory says that if after the 3 impulsive waves we are able to make a higher high, so if from here we go like this and we make a higher high, okay, and we go up, then from here we could expect 2 more impulsive waves. This one, the 1 to 5, being 1 wave up, then ABC correction, and then another 1 to 5 up. And if after these 2 waves up we make higher highs again, then we could expect 2 more waves up. But this is not the most likely scenario. The most likely scenario, more often than not, when we get 3 waves up, then we're gonna start getting Elliott waves down. Like this would be a trend reversal. So most likely this would start going down with 1 to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going down, something like that, and then the ABC up, A, B, C, okay, and then another 1 to 5 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Okay, so that could be happening on Bitcoin now. We would be in the second wave for the cycle. So this would be in this image the middle time frame, the one here, as we can see, and we're somewhere at the top of the second wave. So we could expect ABC correction, and then from 1 to 5 up, and then from here trend reversal, and we would see a bear market coming for Bitcoin. Now if we look at the weekly candles, we're going to see something like this in the Bitcoin chart. I'm going to show you now. So we would be, if in the medium time frame we are at the top of this wave here in this number 5, and the bigger time frame we are somewhere here in the number 3 on the second wave up. So now we're going to see some correction and then go up higher, breaking the all-time highs for the last time. So this is what we would see on the weekly candles. If we go on the weekly, we can see here, I'm going to use the 1 to 5. I'm going to make it in a different color, in red and thicker. Okay, so we had one wave here, 1, 2, 3. Now we're expecting the 4 and then the 5 breaking the previous all-time high. Okay, and then from here we could expect an ABC correction. I'm gonna make it in orange and thick. A, B, C correction, something like that. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. I think the correction for this after we start, so we're somewhere here at the number 3 on this second wave on the weekly candle. I think the correction is gonna go down to the 3,000 level before we can start going up, and when we break the all-time high, I think it's gonna go up to 6,000, something like that, $6,000 per Bitcoin or something like that. Usually for the Elliott waves, I say usually, it's not always like this 100%, but usually the first wave is the smallest one, then the second leg up, which is this one here, is usually the longest one, and then the last wave is usually a little bit shorter than the previous one. So I wouldn't expect something as long as this last wave up we had here. So if I draw a line from here to here, I would expect something a little bit shorter for the last leg. But so something like that, maybe somewhere near 6,000. I mean, in these types of assets, when we have super hyped markets, usually the third wave will be as long as the second wave, maybe just a little bit shorter, but something very similar. I think we could be seeing $6,000 Bitcoin, and then from there enter a bear market. That's what I can read. The Elliott Waves theory, it's not, I mean, it's called theory for a reason. A theory is a theory. It doesn't mean it has to be true. It doesn't mean it has to happen every single time, but it happens a little bit more often than not. So guys, here it is. I'm gonna leave it here. Please leave your comments down below with your thoughts. What do you think about this? And I'll try to answer as usual, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.